Hi, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us.
Likewise.
Could you please introduce yourself?
Of course, I'm Levent Aslan. I'm the founder and the compliance consultant in Lions Compliance. Yesterday, I've given a panel on regulatory horizon for the crypto sector in the EU, and the key challenges, opportunities, and frameworks that we see in the sector, and how it can be utilized as a competitive advantage for the sector, whilst also deep diving into the complexities of the EU regulatory framework and what comes with it.
The crypto, do you think that right now it's more important than ever? Or?
Obviously, I mean, the public demand and also the public interest, I think, is at a near all-time high, and we see that also from different stakeholders, let it be the authorities, the market participants, the companies inside the sector or in similar sectors that are keeping an eye on what's happening in crypto. Of course, in the last few years we had long bear season and some negative developments happening in the market, but that allowed the bad actors to be in a way removed. And for the remaining of the sector, it was a good eye-opener as to what to do and what not to do. And it also brought the attention, I think, of the authorities, who kept a closer eye on what's happening. And from the EU authorities' perspective, I think they identified this as an area where they would like to focus on next. So we see in the last few years a lot of upcoming regulations and or directives that will be enforced within 2025 or 2026. So yeah, it's definitely there's a lot more interest than we've seen before.
Yeah, it's moving fast. Do you think with the new regulations a lot of things are going to change?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think it's a bit of a Pandora's box now for the sector. They have an understanding on what they need to do and what needs to happen, but the practical impact of this in their business model, but also for their end users, it's still something yet to be seen. So I think the big challenge remains for everyone involved within the sector is to figure out this regulatory puzzle and making sure that they are able to carry the compliance burden that comes with it.
How have you been enjoying the conference so far?
It's lovely, really, like the quality of the speakers, but also of the participants and the kind of questions that's coming in is really eye-opening. And what I enjoyed the most about it is not necessarily always the official program, but the so-called the water cooler conversations or the coffee, like chit-chat that we have with the other participants, because those impromptu, unofficial conversations are usually the ones that are more free-flowing and then more thinking outside of the box. We tend to be a bit more formalistic when we are in a more formal setting. Yeah. So yeah, IFCLA also gives us the opportunity to be more in informal settings, which I really liked.
At IFCLA, we're trying to be green, digital and bright. Is this something you take on in your work life or in your personal life?
I think that is something that I aspire to, but yeah, it's being green and digital may sound contradicting, I think, in first glimpse. So it's a matter of understanding on your personal life how you can be green and digital at the same time. So maybe decrease the energy consumption you have while digitalizing your world. I have smart home solutions at my place. I need to pay a closer look to that, but I genuinely think it is possible. It's not a zero-sum game, let's say, between being digital and green. I think it can coexist, and I think being digital even facilitate being green in the long run if utilized right.
Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. It was really lovely. I hope you enjoy the rest of the workshops and the conference.
I'm pretty sure I will. Thank you for your time.
Perfect. Thank you.